Beware of Greeks bearing gifts. Thank you, Dinos. We have become close personal friends, and I really appreciate it. You delivered that exactly the way I wrote it, and for that I'm grateful. You absolutely underscored or undermined the validity, veracity of your speech when you talked about my smooth, fluid golf swing. There wasn't a fact in that speech that could carry the day from that point forward. Dino's talked about my meteoric rise within the Markel organization. Actually, I've gone from executive vice president to president to vice chairman over this career that I've had, and none of the titles were as good as son. I've got a cartoon in my office that shows a guy behind the desk, very official looking, obviously an officer of the company, and out his window it says Schmedley and Sons. And on his desk, it's got a big sign, V. Schmedley, Vice President. And there's a little old guy standing in front of the desk with a eye shade, obviously a clerical type or something, and the official-looking guy behind the desk says, "God damn it," he says, grumpily, "I don't know what you're bitching about. We both had an equal opportunity when we came here to work for my father." So all I got to do is look at that to recognize from whence I came. Dinos mentioned, and we do have about 4,600 insurance associates at Markel. And the question that I asked the other day to our people was, how many people we have working for us? And the response I got was about 55%. I want to, I don't know whether Mia Ham's still here, but John Dickerson, who's another UVA graduate, and I were talking at the table tonight, and Mia, Virginia's kicked Carolina's butt 5 years in a row. And John, I tell you what, your historic perspective and your job on 60 Minutes is unbelievable, but you ain't no Andy Rooney. In all seriousness, this is, a number of people, thank you very much, have come up to me and congratulated me, and I do take the congratulations as representative of Markel Corporation. We have built what I think is very proudly is a wonderful company, a wonderful culture, a wonderful legacy, and if you look on your programs, Markel Corporation is the recipient tonight of the Double I Award, and I am very, very proud to accept it on their behalf. So I want you to recognize it's a company recognition. Now, if they want this trophy, they're going to have to come to my house. But I am grateful for the recognition. Obviously, the Northeast chapter of the ISCF has just done a bang-up job since inception. Raising tonight, I guess, puts them over $9 million in the last 12 years. And their parent, which started on the West Coast, I believe, has, with 25 years under his belt, is over $30 million and continuing to rise. This is a giving industry, and it always has been. And I think the ability to create formal opportunities to come together to show our collective might for those in need is just fabulous, as eminently expressed by the establishment and the growth in the ISCF. And Markel, myself, and I know all of our associates are extremely proud to be a part of it and have been recognized in this fashion. It's also gratifying to be included with some of the past recipients of this particular award in the Northeast: Hub, Munich Re, Ryan Specialty, Iron Shore, Excel, Zurich, AIG, and Chubb. And we love being numbered among those insurance elites. You know, the need for corporate America to step up and assume a greater role in the public-private partnership aiding those in need has never been greater. I think to the extent that we hear that call, maybe we can put a little governor on some of the spending that goes on in the government areas and truly step up as a private piece of that partnership, aiding those so badly in need. And I would tell you that the dividends from giving in the fashion that you all have assumed is far beyond the gratitude and the feeling that you get having given as it relates to your corporation. If you look at it, and particularly with the young employees today, they are particularly want to work for companies that stand out for their support of local and nationally recognized nonprofits and truly take a pride in their organization for having played that role. It is much more prevalent in the young people, but it's prevalent in all of your associates. They, believe me, take pride in the fact that their company has stepped forward into the nonprofit chasm. And the shareholders, most of you work for publicly traded companies, as I do. In addition to their profit focus, they also feel a tremendous sense of responsibility community-wise and will gravitate to companies that take their share of that responsibility and step up to the plate. And I think that is an important factor to remember. And last but not least, the ability to help others and the subtle and not so subtle branding that comes with name recognition will help you with your client base and your distribution base, whether it's retail, wholesale, or whatever, to do business with companies that have a real sense of social responsibility and step to the plate, frankly creates a bond in every aspect, internally in the company, distributors, clients, stakeholders. So I suggest to you that it goes well beyond just the feel-good thing of helping others, which in and of itself is absolutely fabulous. I'm extremely proud of the Markel Corporation in that regard, and we're proud to be part of a charitable industry, the property and casualty insurance industry, which goes way back. Markel's 35-year-old cultural statement, the Markel Style, states, "Our pledge to shareholders is that we will build the financial value of our company, we respect our relationship with our suppliers, and have a commitment to our communities." This is almost 40 years old that this was originally penned, and it is saved as a bellwether as we've moved forward. In 2018, we had almost 1,000 employees take advantage of our 3-for-1 match. For every buck they put out to a charity, Markel Corporation, in order to incent that type of community support, matched it with $3. And that speaks volumes. And last but not least, I want to take the opportunity now that I've got the bully pulpit to thank the organization and all of you here, not only for Markel's recognition, but personally for the recognition of Operation Healing Forces. You heard this couple today, and that is just one of 500 couples that we've served in the last 10 years, and we're now up to about 200 couples a year. And you talk about deserving individuals who have sacrificed so much for our freedom, our way of life, the gifts that we have. They're humble. They really are the backbone of America. And for you to recognize Operation Healing Forces in this manner with your grant and with your applause and with your respect for Heather and Vince tonight, I think you can see why my brother and I are so passionate about that cause. Thank you so much for the honor, the opportunity to be here. And I'm looking around, I don't see any Markel employees big enough to arm wrestle me for this trophy. Thank you.